When I was invited talking about resilience or sharing my practical tools about resilience, I was like, okay, how was this journey for me? Because I wasn't resilient at all when I was growing up. And then I was, okay, yeah, many people told me, Ilan, you need to be more resilient. You need to rest more. You need to take better care of yourself. And it was kind of, okay, I tried, but it just didn't work. So what did I do wrong? And the breakthrough for me in terms of resilience, in terms of also very physically, my immune system, like really every layer of being well resourced in myself, was when I started working with my anger and when I started really redefining what anger is about and how I can use my anger as a gift in my everyday life. So this is me talking about resilience by talking about anger. And it's not only talking about, it's that I want to invite all of us to do a practice together in this call, and maybe many, many more times in your life, just because we are all kind of sons and daughters of a wounded culture when it comes to anger. We have such a perverted image of what anger is. For example, we think that anger leads to aggression and war and abuse, etc. And that's not what anger is leading to. What suppressed anger is leading to. That is the violence. That is the escalation. That is the war. That is the killing. In other words, if we manage to flip that story around, if we manage to tap back into our instinctive anger, then we can resolve the symptoms of suppressed anger because we do not suppress this energy anymore. And then anger tells us such a different story than the story that we normally learn. For example, we learn when it comes to anger that it's, if I want to have a close contact with you, a close conversation, if I want to give you a session, if you want to coach me or whatever, if you and me want to have a close relationship, then anger is kind of in the way. And that's not my experience. In my experience, anger is a highway for deepening contact and deepening truth and even deepening the sense of I am safe with you, because you show your instincts, you show you go into full contact, into full visibility with your truth, with your frequency, with what is going on in you. So there is something like it deepens our contact, it deepens our conversation. And I'm even curious, for example, when now the two of us are talking, Christina, that both of us, we can experiment in a few minutes with that around how is it if both of us like call into our embodied field a frequency of anger and talk from there, speaking from there, being in contact from there, because it's not even now when we are not really doing that and I'm just looking at you and talking to you, even now there is a kind of intensification of the field and a more complex and more precise contact. And I'm super interested in a human culture where we are allowed to have this inner aura of anger, and at the same time, we do not get expelled. Like we do not get thrown out of the tribe, so to speak, but that we are allowed to have bonding, that we are allowed to have relationships and to have intimacy. And at the same time, we do not betray ourselves. So that is my background when it comes to resilience. Yay, thank you so much for being into full aliveness, no matter what. This truly means a lot to me. I have dedicated my whole work for over a decade to this topic. How do we become fully alive? And I have put everything that I found together in the so-called online pool, and you will find the link in the description below, and you are super welcome to check it out.